chance to prove they are the best. It's the Falcons going up against the Patriots.
Larry, this 2017 season has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from two-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 51. As it'll be the defending champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC for the second straight year, the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Brady now on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the D looking like they may blitz. Again, it's Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
23 yards on the play. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. His own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A Falcon 1st down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Ryan on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and 2, now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And what we just saw, very, very rare. Had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 71 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw on third down, Brady, and that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 53 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. On the give, this is their fullback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ted McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They come out with one back, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Toss play to Lewis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They try again with Lewis. little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So a gain of 6 there on 1st.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now he's forced out right. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Oh, good move at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are back within a score. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This is Lewis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they're operating in the red zone. To throw on second down. Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 9. Brady going to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again. to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Two minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And some room to work. And he is knocked down from the side near the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. Fresh set of downs here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.